Now I could unmute myself too.
Is Susan with you, Bob, or you're alone today?
I'm just by myself today. We both been fighting a little. We both been
Okay.
fighting a little something. So Sue's got a little cough, so she's not on today.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
here though. She's listening.
For everybody's information, the recording has started.
Yes, okay. Here is the order now. Jerry was here first. David is a second. Pat and Harvey, third and fourth. Then there's Debbie and Ron, Kathleen, Mike, Bob Winkler, Bill, Murray, Lonnie, and Bob Gillum. Okay, so that's the order. Let me say it one more time. Jerry, David, Pat and Harvey, Debbie and Ron, Kathleen, Mike, Bob Winkler, Bill, Murray, Lonnie, and Bob Gillum. Okay, so we have the order now, so I'm going to mute. Everybody, please remember to mute when you're not on. And Jerry, you have the floor.
All righty. Nice to see everybody. Welcome back, Saul. Very nice to have you back. Saul made it through. Murray made it through. I made it through the high holidays. Thank you, God. Okay. This is a tune, very well-known tune, by one of my favorite songwriters who unfortunately died way too early of a heroin overdose. He was a favorite of mine when I started to get serious about playing guitar. Tim Hardin, and you'll recognize the tune. If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby? If a tinker were my trade, would you still find me carrying the parts I made, following behind me? Save my love for loneliness, save my love for sorrow. I've given you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow. If I work my hands in would you still love me? Answer quickly, yes I would. I put you above me. If I were a miller at a mill wheel grinding, would you forget your colored clothes, your short shoes shining? Save my love for sorrow, save my love for lonely. I've given you my tomorrow, love me only. If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
Jerry. And now we go up to Nyack, New York. No, actually, it's Pearl River, New York, right?
Pearl River.
Yeah, that's the Irish town, Pearl River. I used to live there, I know. Okay, David, take it away.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just going to do one today. So, hopefully somebody else can have some time. But this is another old song that I dug up, and I used to love this. I guess I still do. Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key, and I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. And I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Come down on your own, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. Oh, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Come down off your throne, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting oh so long. Somebody holds the key. And I can't find my way home. No, I can't find my way home. But I can't find my way home. Still I can't find my way home. And I ain't done nothing wrong. Still I can't find my way home.
David, was that an original? David, was that original?
Thank you, but no, that's Blind Faith. That's
Steve Winwood wrote it.
Stevie Winwood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you all.
Okay, so now, Pat, you go first, and then Harvey.
Okay. This song is Blue Skies.
Irving Berlin, 1926.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Blue
skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, and never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. The days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're not in New York, I'll tell you that.
No, I'm in Florida.
I know, it is gray and ugly here. Wish we were there.
As I wait for this thing to open this up. So, back in the late 50s, a guy named Ben Lipton was a freshman at Cornell in the physics department. And he read a poem by somebody which caused him to decide to write his own poem. And so he wrote it and showed it to his friend Peter. And some years later, when Peter was the Peter of Peter, Paul, and Mary, after Peter had written the music to this, they sang it and it became a hit. And the reason I'm telling you this is that Benny Lipton died this past week. So this is why I'm singing this particular song. And there's a place mentioned in here called Honolulu, which he spells wrong, but which I believe is actually Honolulu Bay on the north side of Kauai.
It is Honolulu Bay, we've been there.
Just spelled wrong and pronounced funny. So it's called Puff the Magic Dragon. I keep it around just in case I need to sing songs to some children. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and followed in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And little Jackie Paper, he loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billows sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Juff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so, little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more. And Tuff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. And Puff could not be brave, so Puff, that mighty dragon, slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. The Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Thank you so much, Bobby. And for everyone's information, that was Peter Yarrow, who was from Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah,
Peter Yarrow,
yeah.
that was the name.
And Benny Lipton, yes.
Right, yeah.
They were friends at Cornell together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Debbie and Rana, you're next. Are you ready?
All right.
I'm ready for you. I hope you're ready for me. All right, I got a cowboy song for you. But first, this message. Is your PM an AH? Would you like to get rid of her? Well, has she not been able to bring about the tax cuts for the poor, needy, rich? Well, we have a solution over here in America. We have someone just tailor-made for you who done that for our needy rich. I'll trade you.
No.
Old triangle right on the swing. Meet the triangle and curse everything. If dirt was a kingdom, then you'd be the king. On the good night trail, on the morning trail, our old rides are lonesome tonight. Our French heart blows like a long rolling can. It's
song I ever heard Ed Cricket do live.
No
yeah,
kidding.
He loved that song.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a song about what a trail, a cattle driving trail out west that was named after two explorer cattlemen named of Loving and Goodnight. That was their actual names, and that's why they call it the Goodnight Loving Trail.
All right, and it was written by Utah Phillips. And now I got another Utah Phillips song. All right, so let's see, what key is this in? All right, here's Reaching for His Banjo.
Does anybody know why they call it the People's Key of G? Is it
That's
like
what
something
that's
that's
what
easier to play in or
Seeger always
something?
said. Pete Seeger always said it, but I don't know where it came from. Maybe. All right, so it's my key of G.
Maybe it's because A is taken by the Canadians.
Taken by. One cold autumn morning, the leaves had turned brown, and a hobo came tramping
Thank you, Jerry. Fantastic. Thank you. Now we hop over the pond to England. Kathleen, are you ready?
Yeah, I just want to do, before my song, I just want to do Puff the Magic Dragon. My children found it very sad, and so I wrote an extra verse to make it a happy ending. And just recently, my granddaughter heard it, and she said it was a sad ending. So my daughter said, "What's that verse you wrote?" So I had to try and remember it. So I have got it on my phone. So I should try and sing it. And my voice is croaky today, I'm afraid. Puff slept on for decades, but one day he awoke as Jackie's little daughter took down her father's book. As she read his story, Puff came out again. They smiled and then they both held hands and ran off down Cherry Lane. So that was making it into a happy song. Happy ending anyway. Right, I'm going to sing two songs that Ed Trickett did today because I was at the memorial last night and on Zoom, and just thought I'd like to sing a couple of his songs that I have done before. And I've got a bad throat, so I haven't learnt anything new, I'm afraid. So the first one is On a Day Like Today, which I hope I shall get through. On a day like today, in the heat of this late summer weather, there's a haze in the trees and the sound of the bees in the clover. There's a hawk in the sky, there's a shine on the wide river's water, and I feel deep inside something wanting to stay here forever. But the seasons keep changing and the days just keep running away, and forever's a gift you're forever giving away. On a day like today, in the last golden days of October, there's a chill in the air and a light haze of frost on the clover. There's a fire in the trees and a sound in the breeze like a whisper, and I feel deep inside something wanting to stay here forever. But the seasons keep changing and the days just keep running away, and forever's a gift you're forever giving away. On a day like today, in the heart of the long bitter winter, there's a light from the moon making stars on the snow in the clover. I sit down by the fire in the heat of its slow dying embers, and I feel deep inside something wanting to stay here forever. But the seasons keep changing and the days just keep running away, and forever's a gift you're forever giving away. It's a morning in spring, and the dew in the jewelry still glistens. And I almost can hear new life being born as I listen. I walk down by the spring, and I drink from its clear, flowing water. And I feel deep inside something wanting to stay here forever. But the seasons keep changing, and the days just keep running away. And forever's a gift you're forever giving away. And forever's a gift you're forever giving away.
Thank you, Kathleen. And now, Mike, you ready?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is one Ed Trickett used to do as well. There is a flash packet of fame. She sails from New York and the dreadnought's her name. She's bound to the westward where the white waters flow. Bound away to the westward in the dreadnought we'll go, and it's down, 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 derry down. Bound away, where the white waters flow, and away in the dreadnought to the westward we'll go. Down to the westward we'll go. Now the dreadnought is sailing the Atlantic so wide, the high roaring seas crash and pardon her side, where the topsail set tog for the banner to show. Bound away to the westward to the dreadnought we'll go, and it's down, 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 derry down, bound away, where the white waters flow, and away in the dreadnought to the westward we'll go. Down to the westward we'll go. Now the dreadnought's becalmed on the banks of Newfoundland, where the water's go so green and the bottom's all sand, where the fish of the ocean all swim to and fro. Bound away to the westward in the dreadnought we'll go, and it's down, 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 derry down, bound away, where the white waters flow, and away in the dreadnought to the westward we'll go. Down to the westward we'll go. Now the dreadnought has landed in New York once more, so go ashore, shipmates, to the ones you adore. For when we will see them again, no one knows. Bound away to the westward in the dreadnought we'll go, and it's down, 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 derry down, bound away, where the white waters flow, and away in the dreadnought to the westward we'll go. The dreadnought.
Thank you, Mike. And now we're going from England all the way to the West Coast, Oregon. Bob Winkler. What's the weather report before you sing?
We've started our rainy season, but it's a nice day today. That's where we are. It's 74 degrees out, according to the time and temperature tower here. So anyway, we got our flu shots and our COVID shots on Friday. Consequently, I'm a little, my throat is not what it should be. And it should all go away in a couple of days. The songs I wanted to do, I can't do. So I picked something a little easier. I'm just going to do this one song today, if I can get through it, with any degree of authenticity. But then I never do songs the way they're supposed to be done. So who cares? Anyway, so I'll do this. You Belong to Me. And I'll try to stay through the first set. And then after that, I'm going to go take a nap. which is what I really want to do. Can you hear me okay? Good. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photograph and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. I'd be so alone without you. Maybe you'd be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, when you're home again, you belong to me. I'd be so alone without you. Maybe you'd be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, till you're home again, you'd belong to me.
Very well
Bob,
done.
have a good nap.
Stick around for a few.
Okay, back over to across the pond again. Bill.
Okay, and yeah, I was really upset to have lost my sound last week because I was following Sue and Bob, and Sue had said she had a little Polish nursery rhyme about a kitten. She wasn't going to sing it, but she had one, and I thought, I've got a little Polish nursery rhyme about a kitten. And I amazed myself with the speed at which I was able to Google up the lyrics. And I thought, yeah, I'll do that one. And of course, when I was launching into it, nothing happened. So anyway, the bad news is I'm going to try it again now. But I've managed to dig out the lyrics I used to use on it, and I've like covered it in all sorts of notes where I've added bits and tucked in a bit of another little Spanish nursery rhyme. And oh, there's all sorts of rubbish there. It might have a harmonica with it, it might not. It depends how well the sound actually carries on this laptop. So we're about to find out. But this is my sort of nursery rhyme medley, thanks to Sue's little kitten. And it might even be the same song, but I'm not sure. We'll
Sue is
see.
here listening, Bill.
I'm listening.
Yes, she most likely wouldn't recognise it, even if it was the same song. But we'll put it to the test, shall we? Lashkotek napotek imlugar, ładna piosenka, jedluga najkrótsza leśny raz, zaśpiewaj koteczku jeszcze raz. It means a kitten sits on a fence and he winks. It's a very pretty song and it's not long and not short, but just right. Come on, little kitten, sing again. Lashkotek napotek umuga, ładna piosenka, jedluga najkrótsza leśnym raz, zaśpiewaj koteczku jeszcze raz. Corre, 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 Orio, mientras corre charla el agua con las piedras del camino, donde vas agüita clara, murmullando cantarino, marcha alegra per al mundo, adiós, que voy muy deprisa. Sleep now, my bonny bairn, your daddy's keel swift flies the time. Best close your eyes and dream a while. Sleep, bonny babe of mine. For too soon the child's a man, with work to do and bairns to keep. No fairy tales for you, me lad. Iron angels guard you while you sleep. Come on, little kitten, and sing again. Meow.
Very cute.
Thank you, Bill. We do have diversity in this group, and that's just what I like, diversity of music. Maury, are you ready?
Yeah, I hope so.
I see the exterminator came already because
No, he didn't come, because the owners of this building, they changed. They sold it to some other owner. And somebody here wanted the new owners to help him build a sukkah in the yard in the back. And they said, "What's a sukkah?" whereas the original owners who owned this for many, many years, they knew because they were religious Hasidim. So they had helped him build a sukkah, when he got older. And he's also suffering from some diseases, and he's overweight. But anyway, so that's the story. But What? Okay, I forgot what I was leading up to. But anyway, I'm gonna, last week Jerry sang a song. It was a combination of two songs from Porgy and Bess. One was Summertime, and the other one was It Ain't Necessarily So. It Ain't Necessarily So is a rather irreverent biblical, sort of biblical song about the Bible, sung by somebody who's really a skeptic. What's his name in this Sporting Life, I think was his name. Yeah. And it was a rather irreverent song. So I'm going to sing one that it reminds me of. That's also pretty irreverent to sing around, after all the Jewish holidays. But anyway, it's a song that my mother taught me originally. And actually, there's many, many versions of this song, and each version has a lot of stanzas, and not all of them did my mother know. And some of the stanzas that I found were somewhat different. But anyway, I compiled a bunch of stanzas, and the whole thing only takes me about 6 minutes to sing, so it's not so bad, since I'm not playing any instruments anyway. Okay, and it's called the Sunday School now. Now, unfortunately, it used to be known as the Darkies Sunday School. Or the Colored Folks Sunday School, but that was, way back in the beginning of this century. And now they don't use that song. I think it was that it was such an irreverent song that the white people didn't want to take credit for it, whoever wrote it, and they blamed the darkies for it, like they did everything. Anyway, you'll know as soon as I start singing what it is. Young folks and old folks, everybody come along to Sunday school and make yourself at home. Please check your chewing gum and razors at the door, and you'll hear some Bible stories that you never heard before. The earth was made in 10 days and finished on the 11th. According to the contract, it should have been the 7th, but the carpenter got lazy and the plumber wouldn't work. So the only thing that they could do was fill it full of dirt. Now, when the earth was finished in this awful dirty way, it took the Lord a long time to find himself some clay. He fashioned Mr. Adam out of a big mud pie and set him up along the fence to let the feller dry. Adam was the first man, Miss Eve was his spouse. They lived in the garden in a pretty little house. Everything was cozy till the first son came. They moved into the suburbs and they started raising Cain. Noah was a carpenter, went walking in the dark, tumbled on a lumber pile and built himself an ark. Called in the animals who went in 2 by 2, the hippopotamus and the kangaroo. In came the elephant and in came the bear, in came the baboon without any hair. 40 days and 40 nights they sailed upon the pond. He kicked out the lioness because she was a blonde. The next stanza. Joseph had a coat of many colors which he wore. His brothers hadn't any and it made them awful sore. So they took him out walking and they threw him in the sewer. Then they sent him down to Egypt to take a little tour. Pharaoh had a daughter, she had a winsome smile. She found the infant Moses floating on the Nile. She took him to her father with the old familiar tale, which is just about as probable as Jonah and the whale. Samson was a strong man of the Dempsey Sharkey class. He killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass. But along came Delilah, who filled him full of gin. She shaved him for a nickel, and the coppers pulled him in. David was a fighter and a plucky little cuss. Along came Goliath, looking for a muss. David knew he had to fight, or he'd bite the dust. So he up with a pebble and hit him in the crust. Daniel was a hypocrite. He up and sassed the king. The king said he wouldn't stand for any such a thing. He chucked him down a manhole with lions down beneath. But Daniel was a dentist and extracted all their teeth. Jonah was an immigrant, so goes the Bible tale. He took a steerage passage on a transatlantic whale. But Jonah didn't like it, though the service was the best. So he pressed a little button and the whale, he did the rest. Now, good folks, we've told you all of the dope. We're sure we've done you lots of good, at least that's what we hope. Methuselah wrote these very words when he was but a youth. And we have it from the old boy that every word's the truth. That's it. There's a lot of other stanzas.
Author.
There's enough.
That was great. That's great. Okay, now, Lonnie, are you ready for us?
I think so.
Do you have teeth?
I have teeth.
Okay, good.
If not, Daniel will extract them.
That fear crossed my mind just as you sang those words. I thought, oh my God, no. I've been waiting since February for these teeth, you know. As I understand it, over in the UK, there's a new B&B, and it's called 10 Downing. And you can go in there for a real short period of time, and it's really great. And I know everybody over there is going to love that. And so, anyway, you know, I just had to tell this little joke in order to break. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you. That's enough. All right. Anyway, Putin is visiting his new brand of Escalatio on the Ukrainians, and we're all waiting around for the latest nuclear conflict. And I have a song about that, and it goes like this. Let's see. Right. I am the man, the wealthy man in charge of the terrible now. The most pleasing thing about it, it's almost a permanent job. When the act of war is
Not coming through,
Sorry,
Lonnie.
we can't hear, Lonnie. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you at all.
I'll try, wait a minute. Well, they shifted me desk in Washington in charge of this great machine. More vicious than Adolf Hitler, more deadly than Strick.
No, nothing.
And in the evening after tiring day, just to give myself a laugh, I hit the
Make it louder somehow.
When you were talking, but then the music came, it's very quiet.
Make it louder. Turn the volume up all the way.
It's almost a permanent job. When the atom war is over and
No.
the world is split in three, a consolation I got. Well, maybe it's not to be nobody left but me.
No, we can't hear anything, Lonnie. We can't hear you.
Well, if Putin starts his nonsense and makes a nasty smell, without winking a nod from Biden, I'll blast.
We can't hear anything.
Let me see if I can get to the bottom of this. Go ahead to the next person.
No, that was fine when you got there.
Okay, can you hear the guitar now?
You make the vocals louder so we can hear the lyrics. We can't
When
hear
your
the
mouth
lyrics.
got near when your mouth got near the mic, we could hear you.
Okay, let me see. I have to sort this. There's something wrong in the guitar. So go ahead, all the way around again.
Well, you want us to proceed or what?
He
Yeah,
wants you to go to the
proceed.
next person.
Okay, yeah, okay, Bob Gell will sing, then we'll go back to you. Hopefully you can fix it. Unmute, Bob.
Yeah, I just have to remember to unmute. I don't have my right-hand lady here today. Anyways, yeah, we were on the Zoom memorial for Ed Trickett yesterday, and it was lovely. You know, he's quite an interesting individual. I mean, not only the music, but you know, somebody got up there and spoke a lot about the academics that he was in, and somebody talked about that he went to camp in Taos, New Mexico, and everybody seemed to say the same thing, that he was very humble, no matter what. He had a good sense of humor. And Ann Muir got on there and talked a little bit about her relationship with him, and that once they were on the Prairie Home Companion, and somebody was playing on stage, and Ed started to dance with her, and she found out he was a very good dancer. So quite an interesting individual, and we'll all miss him very badly. So I don't know what Sue and I have been going through. She's got the throat thing that I've been working a lot, so I have to take care of my throat, but just kind of tired and blah, you know. Tested COVID, not COVID. We got our flu shot and stuff a couple of weeks ago, so maybe it's the flu trying to get in, but I'm feeling better today. So I figured I hadn't done anything new in a while, so I trying to learn 2 new songs both from Steve Gillette. And I sang a couple of his songs before. Of course, Sue and I do Darcy Farrow, but these are 2 new ones, and I figured I'd get a couple new songs that neither Ron or Murray could do. So, you know. So going without practice, here's one that he wrote about Texas, and it's called If I'm Ever in Texas. Move this a little closer. Just thought I'd call and tell you what only a dreamer would say. Just thought I'd mention I've been watching the trains. Just thought I'd tell you I miss you today. Tell me, how are things up in Nashville? When might you be getting away? I got 2 guitars here and God loves songs to play. Just thought I'd tell you I need you each day. And every now and then I wonder just how sweet love could be. If you're ever in Texas, if I'm ever in Tennessee. And you never can tell what's coming. No one sees it all, they say. One thing's for certain, love finds its own way. And I just thought I'd tell you that I love you today. And every now and then I wonder just how sweet love could be. And if you're ever in Texas, if I'm ever in Tennessee. I just thought I'd call and tell you what only a dreamer would say. I just thought I'd mention I've been watching the trains, and I thought I'd tell you that I miss you today. Tell me, how are things up in Nashville? When you might be getting away. guitars here. I got love songs to sing. Just thought I'd tell you that I need you today. And every now and then I wonder just how sweet love could be. And if you're ever in Texas, if I'm ever in Tennessee, if you're ever in Texas, if I'm ever in Tennessee. Little Steve Gillette.
Thank you. Good job. Do you know whether they recorded the Ed Trickett Memorial?
Yes.
It was on the holiday. I wasn't allowed to listen.
I'm not sure. Are you sure that they
They
were?
said
It
they
went
were
back and
going to.
forth, and I wasn't sure, but I'm pretty sure it must have been recorded. Yeah.
I'll have to ask Dina, his wife.
His wife's son, Dina's son, kind of ran the thing.
Which one, Alex or Nick? Which one?
Igor, her brother.
Igor. Oh,
That's
it's brother? Brother, sorry. Brother, Igor.
Oh, Igor. Yeah. Okay then. Okay. Thank you so much. I think Lonnie.
If so, can you send a link? If you find it,
If I
can you
find
send a
it,
link?
yeah. If I find it, I will send the link. Yes. Lonnie, are you ready?
I think so. We'll give it a go.
Okay, let's try.
I don't know where it went bad, so I'll start in the beginning.
Yeah, the voice is a little garbled again.
I don't know. I don't know what problem this is.
Okay, let's try it.
I am the man, the well-fed man, in charge of the terrible knob. The most pleasing thing about it, it's almost a permanent job. When the atom war is over and the world is split in three, consolation I've got, well, maybe it's not to be nobody left but me. I sit at me desk in Washington in charge of this great machine. More vicious than Adolf Hitler, more deadly than strychnine. In the evening after a tiring day, just to give myself a laugh, I hit the button, I play for both, and I listen for the blast. Well, if Putin starts his nonsense and makes a nasty smell, with a wink and a nod from, I'll blast them all to hell. I always leave that open because you never know who's going to be president when you do this. And as for that fella Castro, him with the sugar cane, he needn't hide behind his whiskers. I'll get him just the same. If me wife denies me conjugal rights or me breakfast milk is sour, from 8 to 9 in the morning, you're in for a nervous hour. The button being so terribly close, it's really a dreadful joke. I'll fart with me arse as I go past, while I'll go up in smoke. Now I'm thinking of joining the army that bans the bomb. We'll take up a large collection, and I'll donate me thumb. For without it I am helpless, and that's the way to be. I don't have to kill the whole bloody lot to make the people free. Yes, I am the man, the well-fed man, in charge of the terrible knob. With the pleasing thing about it, it's almost a permanent job. When the atom war is over and the world is split in three, consolation I got, well, maybe it's not to be nobody left but me. I don't know if that came through or not.
It did. Very good.
It came through.
Started to do well when you were thinking about Castro for some reason or other, but that's when it improved. And from there on in, it was good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to keep Castro in mind then, won't I?
Thank you. Devora, are you performing today?
Thank you, no.
Okay, then. I guess it's me now. Okay. One of the prettiest melodies I ever heard was from a lullaby, and the most famous of all lullabies were written by a classical composer, Johannes Brahms. However, the words that he wrote were in German, and I can't speak German. But there are a lot of people who translated different. You couldn't get an exact translation, but they made up stanzas that were along the same line in English. And Marlene Dietrich was one of them. And I found a children's site here which takes the best of the lyrics of the stanzas and puts them together. So I'm sure you all heard the melody one time or other in your life. So we'll try it. Lullaby and good night, with pink roses bedight, with lilies o'erspread, is my baby's sweet head. Lay you down now and rest, may your slumber be blessed. Lay you down now and rest, may thy slumber be blessed. Lullaby and good night, you're your mother's delight, shining angels beside, my darling abide. Soft and warm is your bed, close your eyes and rest your head. Soft and warm is your bed. Close your eyes and rest your head. Sleepy head, close your eyes. Mother's right here beside you. I'll protect you from harm. You will wake in my arms. Guardian angels are near. Go to sleep with no fear. Guardian angels are here. So sleep on with no fear. Lullaby and sleep tight. Hush, my darling is sleeping on his sheets white as cream, with his head full of dreams. When the sky's bright with dawn, he'll wake awake in the morning. When noontide warms the world, he will frolic in the sun. Lullaby and good night, with pink roses bedight, with lilies o'erspread, is my baby's sweet head. Lay you down now and rest, may your slumber be blessed. Lay you down now and rest, may thy slumber be blessed.
Lovely.
Okay, and with that, we start the second round. I know, I think somebody dropped out. I think it was Bob Winkler.
Yeah.
Some of us only gonna be doing one song. So Jerry, it's all yours.
Let's see. I'm going to do to follow up on what Ron mentioned before. I'm going to do a song in the People's Key, and I suspect I haven't done any research. It just crossed my mind now, and I kind of tried to go on, but I suspect G is called the People's Key because so many instruments have open strings that can be played in the key of G. So, guitars and banjos and mandolins and things like that. This one is in the key of G, and Ron, I expect that you'll be playing along here. This is, I actually always thought that this was a traditional tune, but it was composed. It was composed in 1927 by Thomas Darby and Jimmy Tarleton. I have no idea who they are. But I think I first heard this tune performed by the Greenbrier Boys. If you're not familiar with the Greenbrier Boys, they were a terrific New York City bluegrass band back in the late 50s and early 60s. Some great players passed through the band, and it's called Columbus Stockade Blues. Way down Columbus Stockade, want to go back in Tennessee. Way down Columbus Stockade, my friends all turn their backs on me. You can go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. If in your heart you love another, leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Many a night with you I've rambled, many an hour with you I've spent. I thought I had your love forever, now I've found that it was only lent. You can go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. If in your heart you love another, leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Last night, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, I was mistaken. I was gazing through these prison bars. You can go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. If in your heart you love another, you can leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Way down Columbus, Georgia, left me there to lose my mind, thinking about my blue-eyed Sally. She's the little girl I left behind. You can go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. If in your heart you love another, you can leave me, little darling, I don't mind. You can go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. If in your heart you love another, leave me, little darling, I don't mind. You can leave me, little darling, I don't mind.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
Thank you. Columbus Stockade Blues.
Yeah.
In the
David,
People's Key.
I think David indicated he was only going to do one song. I see he's on there, but I don't know if he's at the console or not. So, David, if you want to do another song, now's the time to tell me. Otherwise, I'll assume that you're only doing one. Looks like he's only doing one. Okay. So now we go straight to Pat and Harvey.
There's another song to that tune, a coal mining song. I don't quite remember.
Okay,
Song is-
Harvey, Pat. Okay.
Now, this song is Fly Me to the Moon, and it was written by Bert Howard in 1954. Now, this is a very popular song, and when I checked YouTube, just about every one of the great male singers love singing this song.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. that spring is like
Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words,
I love you.
fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words, I love you.
That was a beautiful song, very beautiful song. Thank you, Pat. Harvey?
Yeah. This, if I ever get this computer to cooperate by actually changing files on the screen. There we go. So, sometime last week I was, everybody knows I'm a cut up, so I was cutting things up in the kitchen. And it occurred to me that I had not heard this song for a really long time, so I looked it up, and this is a song of a deep philosophical import. So you guys know it's coming when I say something like that. And did I split bananas, take Easter eggs and make them die? But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Once I saw salad dressing, my face got radish, my oh my. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Potatoes I'd mashed and Marys I'd crushed. I've even made an artichoke, and that's not all. I've even sold whipped cream and beaten an egg. Yes, I've even made a melon ball. Of all the things above, I'm guilty. If punished, I would know just why. But I've never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Potatoes I've mashed and berries I've crushed. I've even made an artichoke, and that's not all. I've even sold whipped cream and beaten an egg. Yes, I've even made a melon ball. Of all the things above, I'm guilty. Punished, I would know just why. But I've never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Oh, why should they make me cry?
And this song was done by the Muppets.
Yes, it was done by the Muppets. And by Steve Allen.
Muppets. Thank you. Okay, and now Debbie and Ron.
All right.
You know, Harvey, when you mentioned philosophy, we just so knew what was coming.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. What key is this? D.
It's in D. That's Ronnie's key. About my love, while the gas works strong. Dream a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I heard a siren from the dark. Saw a train set the night on fire. Smell the spring and the smoky wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Hats are crawling upon their beat. Springs a girl in the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Gonna make me a good sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire. I'll chop you down like an older tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I found my love. I found my love by the gasworks trough. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town.
Right. In 1949.
Thank you. And now Debbie.
Okay. All right. Now I've got a Gene Ritchie song. I haven't sung in a long time, I think. All right. What do you do this with? The banjo. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Ready? Okay, no, I'm not in the right key. Sorry. My Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so fair? earth is a garden of my Lord, and He walks in His garden in the My Lord, He said unto me, do you like my garden so free? You may live in this garden if you keep the people free. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord, and He walks in His garden in the
Thank you so much, Debbie. That song brings back memories when every summer we would go to Gene Ritchie's house on Long Island. We had a little sing-along in her garden. In her, she had a beautiful garden. I think, Murray, you went with me one year. You were there also. And every year we would look forward to meeting with Gene Ritchie, and you had usually around 50 people would come in. And then one year she was too sick. She says, I'm old already. She was in the age. She says, I can't do it anymore. So we took her. I said, Gene, we'll take it over. And that gave birth to the Borderline Picnic. And the first year we had Jean was supposed to be our honored guest, but unfortunately she had a stroke. So her husband, George, and her son, John, attended in her place. And the first year was a tribute to Gene Ritchie. That started the Borderline Picnic.
Yeah, wonderful place. Did you see all those dulcimers in the barn thing there?
Oh yeah, oh yes. And also George's photography, I mean, it was the best. We had a special relationship with Gene Ritchie. I mean, she was a very special person. I'll post some pictures, from some of the things. I'll put them up online that which I still have yet. Okay, thank you so much for that, Debbie. Kathleen, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I think, I've been croaky today, and I think that's probably because I haven't both my jabs yesterday. So hopefully I should get through this one. This is another song that Ed Trickett did with Sarah Gray, and it's called Cobweb of Dreams. I have been searching through the timeless past because of you, my love, because of you. Weaving a cobweb that will hold me fast because of you, my love, because of you. Oh, sing again the song I heard you singing, the song that set the bells of heaven ringing, the song that surely told me The grave could never hold me because of you, my love, because of you. And now I know that love's a fragile flower because of you, my love, because of you. So brief a time between the sun and shower because of you, my love, because of you. Oh, sing again the song I heard you singing, the song that set the bells of heaven ringing, the song that surely told me the grave could never hold me because of you, my love, because of you. Only by singing can I soothe my sorrow because of you, my love, because of you. Today is ending, but there's dawn tomorrow because of you, my love, because of you. Oh, sing again the song I heard you singing, the song that set the bells of heaven ringing, the song that surely told me the grave could never hold me because of you, my love, because of you. I have been searching through the timeless past because of you, my love, because of you. Weaving a walkway that would hold me fast because of you, my love, because of you. Oh, sing again the song I heard you singing, the song that set the bells of heaven ringing, the song that surely told me the grave could never hold me because of you, my love, because of you.
Pretty song.
Thank you, thank you. That was beautiful, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Now, Mike.
Yeah, Lonnie's song. Our friend Mick Denny does a song called "I Am the Man, the Very Bad Man That Waters a Worker's Beer." And I might try it next week, unless Bill's going to do it. But no, this is a Dubliner's song. When Eve was in the garden, Adam climbed an apple tree. He went aloft up to the top to see what he could see. He gazed in awe at what he saw, it made the poor man grieve. For Patrick John Maloney stood there whispering to Eve, "Ah, kiss me, love, and miss me, love, and dry your bitter tears. My loving you'll remember now for many, many years. Be happy, love, be satisfied, I left you in the pink. There's many a man who wants a bride. Maloney wants a drink. Salome danced for Paddy, taking off her 7 veils. Salome says, Maloney, that's a trick that never fails. Maloney put Salome's only clothes into a sack. I'll run along now to the pawn and bring your bundle back. Ah, kiss me, love, and miss me, love, and dry your bitter tears. My loving you'll remember now for many, many years. Be happy, love, be satisfied, I left you in the pink. There's many a man who wants a bride. Maloney wants a drink. From London to Nebraska and from Glasgow to Hong Kong. From Cardiff to Alaska, from Peking to Saigon. Wherever the girls are lonely, I know that's in his role. Where it's there you'll find Malonia waiting to console. Ah, kiss me, love, and miss me, love, and dry your bitter tears. My loving you'll remember now for many, many years. Be happy, love, be satisfied, I left you in the pink. There's many a man who wants a bride. Maloney wants a drink. Hi.
Thank you, Mike. Now, Bill.
Right. Friday just gone was Trafalgar Day, where we have to celebrate the fact that Lord Nelson went out and won a battle and lost his life. But it's a big day in our history, and we have to sort of take particular notice of it living where we do, because Nelson lived just up the road to us for quite a long time, along with Lady Hamilton. As First Lord of the Admiralty, he had to sit up on the estuary and look for any foreign invading ships coming along to invade us. And
Yeah.
we were in trouble, then he'd have got straight on the phone to Liz Truss and he'd have got her to sort out the situation. But there we go. Anyway, yeah, Trafalgar Day is celebrated by people singing songs about Lord Nelson and eating lots of pickles. So that's a strange little thing. And I was going to do it in the People's key, but I thought, no, I'll do it in a different key. So in the key of H, we shall do a Lord Nelson song. And I don't know. Lord Nelson lay a-dying aboard the Victory. Trafalgar was his finest hour, and England ruled the sea. Let's drink to Horatio and all his officers too, and here's to all the bully boys who fought in every crew. On the 21st of October in 1805, the Frenchies and the Spaniards was coming all alive. Napoleon was running around taking what wasn't his, and Villeneuve's mighty navy was a-sailing off Cadiz. We're off to Cape Trafalgar, there's a job to do, so keep your head down, Villeneuve, we're coming after you. By 11 in the morning we could see each other clear. Although we were outnumbered, boys, we showed no sign of fear. At 15 minutes before the noon, this signal we could see. England expects that every man will do his duty. We're off to Cape Trafalgar, there's a job to do. Keep your head down, Villeneuve, we're coming after you. The Victory and Royal Sovereign led off in separate ranks, went straight into the foreigners and split them at the flanks. For many hours the battle raged, and into hell we sailed. Their cannonballs, their infantry, against them we prevailed. We're off to Cape Trafalgar, there's a job to do. Keep your head down, Villeneuve, we're coming after you. While the Victory and Redoubtable were tangled in the fight, Lord Nelson took a musket ball and met his fatal plight. Taken down below decks, his life had ebbed away. His final battle was ended, but his men had won the day. We're off to Cape Trafalgar, there's a job to do. Keep your head down, Villeneuve, we're coming after you. And now forever in history Trafalgar will be known, and all of we who sail the sea our freedom will be shown. We remember Trafalgar Day and all of those who fell, and every valiant hero whose story we will tell. Lord Nelson lay a-dying aboard the Victory. Trafalgar was his finest hour, and England ruled the sea. Let's drink to Horatio and all his officers too, and here's to all the bully boys who fought in every crew. Let's drink to Horatio and all his officers too, and here's to all the bully boys who fought in every crew. The end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bill. And now from England to Ocean Parkway in Brooklyn. Murray.
Okay. Okay, the next song, the first song that I sang was pretty long, but this one is going to be extra short. And the reason is because I couldn't find on Google. I thought them, you know, I know this song from having had a 45 RPM record of it from since I was a little boy. And Gene Autry sang it, but I Googled it a few times, you know, several weeks ago and recently, and I could not find anywhere that it was listed with the lyrics, that it was listed as a song and as one of Gene Autry's songs, and I could not find the lyrics anywhere. So I had to just include the lyrics that I remember. I don't know if they're all the lyrics. If it is, it's an extra short song, or there are some lyrics that I can't remember from the record. And I think I still have the record in the house, but it would take me hours probably to find it, to come up with it. All right, so I'm going to sing the lyrics that I remember. If anybody heard of this song or knows more lyrics, please advise me. All right. Anyway, this is a song called A Cowboy Serenade. I think that's the name. Anyway, he wrote another song also with the same title, but I couldn't find this anywhere. Okay, so this is what I remember. Settle down, little dogies. Settle down, and I'll sing you a story of a cowboy serenade. She had eyes blue as heaven, golden hair in a braid, and she lingered to listen to a cowboy serenade. She loved big towns, jewels and gowns. She was the darling of society. She loved the plains, the wind and rains, so their song of love could never be. Settle down, little dogies. Settle down, settle down. That's the end of my story of a cowboy serenade. And that's all I know of it. Until I can find it somewhere else.
You weren't kidding it, Mr. Stewart.
What? What did someone say?
I said that you weren't kidding, it was short.
Yeah, yeah.
I think those were all the words to it. I remember the song also. I never heard any other lyrics besides what you said.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can't find. If I find the record, I'll play it, and I'll let you know if there's any other words.
It was probably a flip side to one of the more famous songs.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
But I don't know what was on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, then I think next is Lonnie.
We'll give it a go. I like that song you did, Bill, about Admiral Nelson. I think the Victory is undergoing a major refit right now. She's well over 200 years old, and so that's pretty impressive. At any rate, I have a song here. We'll see if we can get through it. Is the voice okay right now?
Yeah, fine when you're talking.
Right now when you're talking, yes.
All right. I just wondered if you could hear it, and that's good if you can. Anyway, this is a song. You know, Saul's been around for quite a while, and he's the only folk singer, and this is the truth, folks. Har har. That he's the only folk singer from whom Frank Zappa actually borrowed a line. And that line was, what Saul used to say when he was running the coaches. Saul used to say, "Don't make a fuss, just get on the bus." I learned that from Bill Pardon. Oh, this is the place where the fishermen gather, and oilskins and boots and K-bands batten down. All sizes of figures with squid lines and jiggers, they congregate here on the squid jigging ground. Some are working their jiggers while others are yarning. There's some standing up and there's more lying down, while all kinds of fun jokes and tricks are begun as they wait for the squid on the squid jigging ground. Well, there's men of all ages and buys in the bargain, those old Marie Geverts and young Raymond Brown. There's an unemployed Tory out there in the dory, a-running down squires on the squid jigging ground. There's men from the harbor and men from the Tickle, in all kinds of motorboats, gray, green, and brown. Over there is Bob Gelb, and with him Bob Winkler. They're chawing hardtack on the squid jigging ground. Well, God bless my sou'wester, there's Skipper Bill Pardon. He's the best man at squid jigging, here I'll be bound. Hello, what's the row? Why, he's jigging one now, the very first squid on the squid jigging ground. Now the man with the whiskers is good old Saul Zeller. He's getting well up, but he's still mighty sound. While Uncle Bob Hawkins wears 3 pairs of stockings whenever he's out on the squid jigging ground. Holy smoke, what's the scuffle? All hands are excited. It's a wonder to me that there's nobody drowned. There's a bustle, confusion, a wonderful hustle. They're all jigging squid on the squid jigging ground. Well, Mike Reeves says the squid are on top of the water. I just got me jiggers about 1 fathom down. But a squid in the boat squirted right down his throat, and he's swearing like hell on the squid jigging ground. There's poor Uncle Billy, his whiskers are splattered with the spots of the squid juice that's flying around. One poor little boy got it right in the eye. They don't give a damn on the squid jigging ground. Now, if you're ever inclined to go squidding, leave your white shirts and collars behind in the town. And if you gets cranky without your silk hanky, you'd better stay clear of the squid jigging ground. The squid jigging ground is a Newfoundland song for Saul.
Very good.
Actually, Ronnie, that song was written by a country singer by the name of Hank Snow, who's originally from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I know. I actually know that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But, and I know, and I have great faith that if I don't know the words to or who wrote a song or anything like that, there's 3 people here in the group that I would rely on for any piece of music ever written. And of course, that would be Debbie and Ron and was it Bob? Botkin. Yeah, Botkin.
Dan Botkin, yeah.
Yeah, he knows everything, but he doesn't know as much as Debbie and Ron.
Okay, thank you so much. And now Bob Gill.
Okay. Well, I knew there was a song called Squid Jigging Ground, but I don't think I ever heard the words to it that I can recall. So I'm going to do another Steve Gillette song. And he and his wife, who, sings with him, plays a couple of instruments. They've never been like, got gotten the notoriety that some other folk singers do, but they somehow make by with it. They go all around the country playing coffee houses and concerts, and they do workshops and stuff like that. They both live up in Bennington, Vermont, which is like right on the top of Vermont. And if you look across the water, there's Canada right there. And this song is about walking through the woods that they probably have up there. And it's about somebody making a road through the Valley View. And because they'd rather take the path and walk, Called The Old Trail. The old trail, Mosey's right along, moves at the speed of a sweet love song. There's a New Ridge Road, cuts the mountain to the bone, slices through the woods like there ain't nobody home. You can wheel up onto Valley View, you won't even feel the climb. But I take the old trail every time. The old trail, Mosey's right along, moves at the speed of a sweet love song. Wind through the trees carries its own wind chime, and I take the old trail every time. Lately it seems things vanish by degrees. How soon we forget we made our tree houses out of trees. When we gonna realize some reason just don't rhyme? And I take the old trail every time. Ah, the old trail, may she never fade. The one where the deer always has the right of way. I love to watch the wintergreen along the timberline. And I take the old trail every time. People in cars will let the radio do the talking, but I always find that I'm singing when I'm walking the old trail. Mosey's right along, moves at the speed of a sweet love song. The wind through the trees carries its own wind chime, and I take the old trail every time. Yeah, I take the old trail every time. Steve Gillette.
Thank you, Bob. Bob, one correction. Bennington is in the south of Vermont, right over the Massachusetts line. It's Burlington you were thinking of.
Burlington, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, Canada. It's 200 miles between the two of them. I haven't spent a lot of time in that area. I'm with the bus tours, so I'm very familiar with the area. Okay, Devorah, you going to pass again, or you going to sing?
Nope, no singing for me today.
Okay, then, so I guess it's my turn. So let me make the announcements. Next week, first of all, Jerry, you're going to do the ultimate. I'm doing the penultimate now. Okay, we got Barry's on board. The link that I sent is good for 7 weeks. Okay, so you count 7 weeks. It's all the way until the end of November. It's going to be good. Of course, I'll send out emails every week reminding people. But if you forgot the link, just save this link. It's good for the next 7 weeks. It's good to be back again. This week was a short week for me because the holiday ended on Tuesday night, and I had to get everything done before the Sabbath started again. But now
Saul,
it's the big.
Saul, before you go on, we're going to have I think we got our time change probably next Sunday. When's yours?
What? No, we'll be on next Sunday as usual. Our holidays ended already.
Oh, they're talking about the time change.
Okay, the time change, I believe,
Say-
we discussed
say
it
like
before you
that.
came in. I believe next week,
After.
you change the clock next week. We don't change it until the following week. So
Right.
next week, you're gonna tune in at 6. I think it's 4 hours difference.
Right.
So now people in England next week, it's gonna be 6. The following week, it will be equal again, because it'll be 7 again. So we both change it, but you changed it a week before we. Okay, so Jerry, I have to go first. Then I got to do the penultimate before you do the ultimate. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot I was.
Yeah. Okay, then. So this is a song which was a hit for Judy Garland back probably before I was born, and she in the movie she sings only one stanza and then the chorus. There were actually 2 stanzas. There was another stanza that I found, so I'll sing both of them. Well, here's how it goes. You'll recognize it when I get to the chorus. When Louis came home to the flat, he hung up his coat and his hat. He gazed all around, but no wifey he found. So he said, where can Flossie be at? A note on the table he spied. He read it just once, then he cried. It ran, Louis dear, it's too slow for me here, so I think I will go for a ride. Meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there. We will dance the hoochie coochie. I will be a tootsie wootsy. If you meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. The dresses that hung in the hall were gone. She had taken them all. She took all his rings and the rest of his things. The picture he missed from the wall. What moving? The janitor said. Your rent's paid 3 months ahead. What good is this flat? Said poor Louis, read that. And the janitor smiled as he read. Meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there. We will dance the hoochie coochie. I will be your tootsie wootsy if you meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. It's Judy Garland. Okay, and with that, we bring to the end of another wonderful afternoon. I'm very happy at the diversity of music that this group brings to us. We all have something to learn every week. So next week, let's be back again, same time, same station, except 1 hour earlier for the folks in England. Jerry, take it away.
Okay, that was very appropriate, Sal, because you sang it in the people's key, G. I did some research in the meantime, and originally the people's key was considered C. And the reason that it was considered C is because there were no sharps and flats, and there was nothing to confuse anyone. However, with the rising popularity of the guitar, right, suddenly G became a desirable key and has continued to rise in echelon in the configuration of keys. So that is for you. This song, sometimes if you're a songwriter, you just wish you wrote a particular song, and this is one of those songs I really wish I had written. It's a great song, and I had 2 really favorite songwriters back in the 1960s and 70s. One was Tim Hardin, as I mentioned before, and the other was Jerry Jeff Walker. And Jerry Jeff Walker only passed away about, actually, exactly 2 years ago. 2 years ago. He died, unfortunately, of throat cancer. His name wasn't really Jerry Jeff Walker. His name was Ronald Clyde Crosby. And you will be interested to know, Debbie and Ron, this is something to write down in your little book, that he was born in, can you guess? Oneonta, New York. Oneonta, New York. An amazing fact. Anyway, his first significant album came out in 1968, and this was the featured song on that album. I used to play it all the time. I don't play it much anymore, but I should. Believe it or not, Sammy Davis had a huge hit with this song. Seems improbable, but... I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn-out shoes, with silver hair, a ragged shirt, and baggy pants. The old soft shoe. He jumped so high, he jumped so high. Then he lightly touched down. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life, he talked of life. Laughed, slapped his leg and stepped. He said the name Bojangles and he danced a lick across the cell. He grabbed his pants, a better stance. Whoa, he jumped so high. He clicked his heels. He let go a laugh. He let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. He danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke with tears of 15 years, how his dog and him traveled about. His dog up and died, he up and died. After 20 years, he still grieves. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on and dance. He said, I dance now at every chance in honky-tonks for drinks and tips. But most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, boy, I drinks a bit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Dad. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles,
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Jeff Scarborough.
That
great
wrap
song.
up another afternoon of wonderful folk music. I'm glad to be back. And next week, same time, same station, we will see you again. And folks from England, remember, 6 o'clock instead of 7. Okay, and then the following week we'll all be back at 7 again. Okay. Good night, everybody, and thanks, Pat, thanks for the recording.
Take care,
Bye, all.
everybody.
Bye.
Night.
Have a good week.
Night.
See
See
you
you
next
next
week.
week.
Next week.
Bye.